Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Dennis Clary. I'm the co-creator of VocFit.com, and I'm on the research team at Cincinnati Children's Hospital with Project Search. I'm going to walk you through how you're going to first log into VocFit, how you create an account for yourself, and how you would register an organization. So the first thing you're going to do is navigate to VocFit.com, and if you're interested in helping us with our research, you can click on that little blue Here button and fill that out, and we'll be happy to contact you about being involved in VocFit research. If you're not interested at this point in helping us with VocFit research, the first thing you're going to do is hit the login button in the top right hand corner. So I'm going to hit login. Now I have an account, but if you don't have an, so if you have an account, you want to just go ahead and log in. But if you do not have an account, you're going to create an account. So I just clicked on the create an account on the top right hand button there, the red one, and you're going to write your name and your email. And your phone number. And your birth year. And your gender. And then you're going to create a password for yourself. And then you're going to put that in another time. And then you're going to be registered. It's going to take a minute. You can see there's a blue button under the register word, and that just means that it's working. Okay, so now you have created an account for yourself. The next thing you have to do is enter an organization. There are two ways that you can do that. If there's an existing organization for your site, you're going to just request to join that organization. So I'm going to request that. When you get here, you can just type that. So I will put OT. So there is sorry, I'm looking for a test training site. You know what? I'm going to just instead do Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center. And I'm going to just request to join that organization. So if, however, you are creating an organization, so if you have a project search site and you need to create your own organization, you're going to go to register a new organization. So this, you're going to name your project search site. So we will say that this is, my advice is not to start with the name project search, because when people are searching for it, it'll give them hundreds of organizations. So I'm going to say test project search sites. If you're project search, you're going to say your project search. If you're one of our UK friends, you're going to put DFN project search. But all the other project searches, you're going to say project search. And then you're going to put the address. So we'll go with my old address. So there it is. And then you're going to create that organization. So now you have an account which is tied to your email, and you also have an organization. So once you've created an account and an organization, you are ready to get started with VocFit. So again, that's taking a little moment. You can see at the bottom, the red button says creating. It'll take a minute or two for this to happen. I should have some theme music that I can sing for you right now. Still working. Still working. Still working. There we go. Oh, still working. Still working. Still working. There we go. All right. So now that you've created an organization, if you want to add different folks to your organization, you are welcome to do that. So for example, Since I created the organization, I'm automatically an organization administrator. That gives me the rights to approve people to add to the organization. So, for example, you could have maybe I'm a skills trainer, and so the teacher requests to join that organization, or maybe I'm a teacher or an instructor, and then you can add the skills trainer to the organization. However, you want to organize that. So, I am going to invite myself to this organization. That's just another email account because I have about 10 floating around on here. So when you're adding someone else to that site, you're going to assign them to be either an instructor or an administrator. So the administrator has the ability to add people and to remove them from the organization, and you just have to click that little button to assign them to sites. You can have multiple sites within the same organization. We're not going to worry about that for this introduction video. So what I've done is I've added my other ego, to that organization. They will get an email and be asked to create an account for themselves. And then when they go there, they will see this organization as part of their dashboard. I clicked on the dashboard up here at the top, which is a good way to kind of just get back to the home row. This is confusing web design, so I'd like to apologize on behalf of our web designer. So this is how you register a new organization. Below the red one below it is how you request to join an organization. To actually enter the organization, you're going to click on this little line right there between the two red buttons. And once you've done that, you have become a member of that organization. From here, you can start to add your internships, and you do that through the Manage Jobs tab, or you can add interns, and you do that through the Manage Student Intern Worker tab. So I'm going to just start by adding one intern. So I clicked on Manage Students, Interns, Workers, and then you're going to add a student intern worker. Remember, we don't want to use names, so we're going to just have initials and the graduation year. 23. Site again, for everybody, you're going to have a main site. Primary diagnosis, these are the IEP qualifying diagnoses. We'll say they have an intellectual disability, born in 1999. Race, Black or African American. Gender, we will go with female. Currently employed, no. Seeking employment, yes. Desired employment setting, ice cream, something. Desired hours per week, absolutely minimum 16 hours a week. Wages per hour, we want them to make $14.25 to $17 an hour. So once we've added that information, we are good to get started. So there's two ways you can add information about a student or intern. The first is to complete that yourself. So to do that and add that assessment, you're going to hit on Complete Student Intern Worker. The second way to do it is to email a request to someone else and ask them to put information about that. So for now, we're going to complete that. This first question, is this data about a real student? This is not, because we're just planned for today. So I'm going to click no. It's going to ask who you are. So I'm an occupational therapist. I've been doing transition for about 20 years. I work for Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center, CCHMC. And the place of employment is other, penalize the other, hospital. And that's all, again, information about you. I'm going to hit next, and then you're going to go through and fill out the assessment about the intern. High ability, some ability, low ability. High ability, you can leave them alone in the room and they're independent. Low ability, you're there providing extensive support. They're still not able to do it up to the standard of the host business. Some ability, somewhere in the middle. So you're going to go through, so they have some emerging skill, they're not quite there yet. So you're going to go through and fill that out. That's going to take you about 15 minutes or so to fill out. Once you do that, you'll have information about the student and you can begin to run those reports. So one piece of advice that I have for you is once you've entered into VocFit.com, you actually go to app.vocfit.com. So our advice would be to keep VocFit.com open in a separate tab and have the support tab available. So when you have the support tab on the left, if you would like even more of my sweet, soothing tones, there are a series of short videos to show you how to do everything you need to do in VocFit. If you prefer not to hear my voice, you can click on the different PDFs that are there, and you can go through and you'll have screen captures that'll tell you how to do various things within VocFit. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. My email address is dennis.cleary@cchmc.org, or you can certainly reach out through Project Search and they will track me down. Thanks so much for joining us, and I hope your VocFit journey goes well.